What's up? What's up, creepers? And Geekers Christie, Atari Creep, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone's out of the house. Everybody is out of the house. So I said, you know what? Let's fucking stream for a little bit, you know? Just for a little bit. So I believe the old landlord downstairs, he's out. He's out for the night too. Let me find my glasses. Fuck, I should have had them available before I turned off all the lights and got super spooky and psychedelic. Oh, hold on one second. No, seriously, where the fuck are my glasses at, man? Aha! They thought they got the fuck away. Guess what? Cut, you sucker! What's going on, man? Violation Entertainment. You're up all hours of the day and night, huh? Right on. Everyone's having a great night. What is it, Friday? Everyone's probably out having fun. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm at home having fucking fun. I walked by, there was this pizza joint in town called Caruso's. Kind of one of those connected joints, you know? My town was dry when I was growing up. Nothing around here had any alcohol, liquor, any way, shape, or form except for Caruso's. They had a beer tap. So everyone was like, Mafia! Wasn't too far off, but the owner died, I think, like 2006 or something like that. And he was an old man. And the family didn't want to continue it. It sucks because it was probably one of the best pies on the planet. And I walked by the old Caruso's building today. And it's been just sitting there empty for years. They finally demolished it, and it was fucking sad to see. It was really sad to see it. Told you, man, I got software to keep my... Well, I kind of went a little off the fucking rail there, huh? Got the Kramer out tonight. I may not keep this going. Man, it's right in my fucking eyes. I tried putting it over there and it just blasted it in my, you know. It's a little light guy. Little dude spitting out light. Little motor inside doing something, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. So what's everybody up to tonight? What's everyone doing? What's good? Here, I'll show you what else is going on here. You know, we might just go with this. Fuck it, right? I got a little flame bulb inside Frankenstein's monster back here. I think we'll, unless, hold on, my little green friend. He's actually white, but my little green friend. It's just one of these stupid things. I couldn't fucking help myself. I was on fucking TikTok. I ended up scoring it for $3. Plus like $5 shipping. I like light and atmosphere. I don't It's always been like that. Let's see. All right, that works. That works, and it's not shining in my face. Ooh. Sorry, I'm tuning it up. Wow, those single coils pick up everything. Oh, fuck, I got it loud tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking neighbors are like, what the fuck is that? We got the amp a little bit angled away. But it is fucking loud. What's going on out there? Someone chat with me, for fuck's sake. It says there's 4 of you in here. I know one of them's my alt account, so. Excuse me, my nose is super itchy. Don't really have anything more to say about really anything. We got the Intellivision Sprint. I am so shocked. You know, and a lot of times I genuinely feel bad for, like, kind of being the opposition of a lot of my friends. But the gripes people are having with this fucking console is just blowing my mind. I don't understand where people's delusions of grandeur are coming from. They wanted something that had the Intellivision name on it out there. But they also want a cartridge-based kind of situation, like the Plus series, right? I bet you that took a while to come up with. And if they didn't release anything this year, people would be going, where's their Intellivision offer this year? Why haven't they done anything? I think what they're doing is an amazing fucking bone that they're throwing at us. I'm sorry that it's not going to accept your fucking dusty cartridges, but it's baby steps, for fuck's sake. Is anybody ever fucking happy with anything? When was the last time Intellivision got some serious, significant love? And they throw us a fucking bone. There's fucking ports on it. You know you're gonna be able to fucking cream pie it with whatever ROMs you want. And there's talks of an expansion port for cartridges going around. Now, whether that's true or not, who knows? Maybe somebody can make that. You know, the RTO Pi and all that stuff, and whatever that other thing is that goes in the cartridge port. I think it's for controllers, so you can use alternative controllers. Whatever that is. I mean, so what? We have to, work on it a little bit, but they're throwing us a big fucking bone here. I do think the price is a little high for what it is, but that could just be a symptom of modern, modern everything, really, to be honest with you. Economics and tariffs and all that stuff, but I just don't. What more do you fucking want? They're throwing Intellivision guys a bone. Atari shit comes out all the time. All the time. If it wasn't a fucking flashback, it was some kind of little handheld. And if it wasn't a fucking handheld, it was, whatever. And now we got the Plus series consoles. There's a bajillion ways that Atari guys can play Atari. Nintendo and Sega. And fuck, even I think the Vectrex, When was the last time you were able to, with the exception of that, and I think it was a half-assed thing, I think people just really, 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 really like it because there wasn't anything else available besides a plug-and-play fucking controller, which there were 2 of those, I think. But the flashback, and you haven't gotten shit since. And now they're coming out with this. And you're going to be able to put games on it. All right, so you can't jam your cartridge in it yet. Give it time, Heinz ketchup and all that shit. Baby steps, people. Baby fucking steps. And I think the part that's aggravating me the most about it is not that people are upset. It's just that people aren't fucking grateful that something is finally coming out where people can play in television games on a convenient level. But people are like fucking cartridge slots. Some of my good friends. Cartridge, fuck, shut up. It'll come. I don't think they're ready for that yet. I mean, how long does it take to actually develop something, right? I don't know. I'm not a fucking engineer. But I can't imagine they would have been able to come up with something like that. Maybe it's just a matter of just a little bit more time. But I swear to fuck, if they didn't come out with something this year with the Intellivision branding on it, you guys would be out there with fucking hound dogs and pitchforks and shit, you know? Like a scene from Frankenstein. He's up the hill. Let's go. You take that hill. We'll take this hill. You know? I'm sorry to get all mad about it now. But I was thinking about it earlier. While trying to do something funny. I have a winner. If you know what I'm talking about. But the amount of fucking ungratefulness out there for the fucking guys who are really into this system and have seen zero love for it. Zero. And they finally have something to call theirs. It may not be 100% what you were hoping for, but for fuck's sake. I mean, I know everyone's still buying it. Nobody said they're not buying it. But I gotta be careful of the whole copyright. I don't know what the line is with the copyright stuff, but those. Okay, hold on. I got about 5 light deep green for when the occasion calls for it. Nice. Yeah, this is just one that kind of just cycles, and it's actually doing like this nebula cosmic fucking thing, but I mean, it's a laptop. You can kind of see it going by in this direction, I should say. More this direction. But, and unfortunately you can't really see it, but the big Frankenstein head over here, he's pretty menacing. I put a flicker bulb in there, like a light bulb. That there's a little flamey thing. I don't know why I stuck my tongue out there if you saw it. I don't know. Those pukes Pat and Ian did a video about an Amico selling on eBay for $2,000. I think somebody, what was it, No Swear did that too, didn't they? I think they did. I don't fucking watch these things anymore. I really don't give a fuck. I really find it very cringy to even talk about. Honestly. And I don't mean to be a dick to even people who don't like it and to people who do like it. It's like, God, all right. Sometimes you just gotta fucking let sleeping dogs lie. And my opinion would not be any different in other circumstances. I have to make that distinction real quick. You know? Even if I was a diehard hater on the fucking thing, I would have let it go by now. You know, unfortunately, bad shit happened. And sometimes you just gotta let shit go. You just gotta let it go. And it's not even just this. And you know, what the fuck? It is what it is. It sucks. It just sucks for everything and everybody. But please don't ban me for the A word in the chat. It's not a bad word over here. I just think it's fucking tired. I'm just tired of it. I had some actually really cool... Some cool videos I was going to start peppering out here and there, just talking about my experience with the machine. And I had a video, it was in response, I think, to a clip someone sent me. It might have even been Pat talking about the controller. Somebody talking about the controller. So I did an in-depth on the controller. You know, I didn't open it up or anything, but, you know, I showed it, we talked about it, and I related how... You can see how those games specifically, when you start using it, you know, I'm not going to get into it again, but the significance of the controller. The controller was the was the meat and the potatoes. But they were talking about how cheap and all this crap it was. I got your reel in there, tapped on it. It's not a cheap controller at all. In fact, it's pretty sturdy. I would put it comparably with, like, say, the Genesis plastic. You know, like the Nintendo always used something a little thicker. But don't ever be afraid to say it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with anyone about it anymore. If someone comes in here and just wants to be a dickhead with the word, that's fine. I have buttons over here that can make that go away. But I know you were just joking too. But people are more than welcome to bring it up as long as it's, as long as you're not being douchebags. I don't give a fuck. It is, after all, open chat. Open. O-P-E-N, man. Like your mom's... Oh. No, I'm in tune. That's just a symptom of having scalloped frets. But, sorry for bringing it up. Yeah, nobody watches Pat anymore. Don't be sorry for bringing it up. I don't care. I was watching a television game, and Pat and Ian kind of jumped into his video, or Pat, I should say. Pat jumped into his video by accident for a second. And my first thought was, I just went right in the comments and said, Pat fucks everything up or ruins everything or something like that. Pat ruins everything good. Yeah, I even before the end of Nico, I couldn't stand that kid. Yeah, that's why you're not a phase. When you take the volume down, it gets real honky. So weird. I didn't know how to end that. Sorry. I didn't know how to end that. Come on, guys. What's going on? Get your hands out of your pants and start using the keyboard for once. I know I'm fucking pretty, but I can't just be here all by myself. This ain't a fucking vanity show. This isn't a spectator split. Ah! Anyone know the song? Hope my landlord hasn't come home yet. Oh my God, my hands creeped me out there for a second. You gotta understand, I'm seeing myself backwards right now. I saw a light colored thing right here in the blackness of my living room. Ooh. My screen is also probably 5 by 3. Oh my god. Seasons in the Abyss, yeah, it's my favorite Slayer song. I fucking love that song. So much. So much. I used to love Slayer. There it is. God, I love that whole album. That one is from South of Heaven, the album. But yeah, Season in the Abyss from Season in the Abyss. Those two albums together. There was just something about those two that was part of my high school years, I suppose. Like, I did listen to Hell Awaits and Haunting the Chapel and all that stuff. But, like, those were already out by the time I kind of figured out what Slayer was. And it was right around when South of Heaven was coming out. And then I got to be there for the Seasons in the Abyss album. I got 2 copies. I got one on cassette and I got one on CD. But the CD was in a blood bag, like you would see at like a hospital. And had little Slayer pentagrams floating inside of it, like fucking mylar confetti and shit. It was the coolest fucking thing. You couldn't play it. It was in a bag of fake blood. But fuck yeah, man. I love Seasons in the Abyss. Great album. A lot of great riffs on that album. Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember how to play Dead Skin Mask. It's like... Graze the skin with my fingertips. The brush of dead cold flesh, a piece of need. Hold on, this goes. There we go. Yeah. The F, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's an F or a fucking blow me or a... But fucking love Slayer. Not so much anymore, though. I had a Slayer shirt with the green ogre coming monster. Yeah, dude, everyone had that shirt. I didn't have that one. My favorite one was, it was like this weird army of the dead, and they were holding a flag. Like, I rarely ever saw anyone with that, and the flag was a Slayer symbol, but the flag was all rotted, but it was like this, the soldiers of the dead and shit. It was right around when South of Heaven was out. So, I can't even, I imagine it was probably mandatory suicide. They were probably referring to. Symbolism. Fucking Slayer, man. Fuck yeah. And all their riffs are in that one same spot. That Spill the Blood I just played in that same little box. Same notes just are rearranged in different ways. Dead Skin Mask, same thing. Black Magic. Good stuff. Fuck yeah, it's all right there. It's all right there. Rain in Blood. Something like that. Something like that. Then he goes fucking berserk and he's like... Trapped in purgatory. A lifeless object alive. Awaiting reprisal. Death will be your acquittance. Like, they're just like, they're like, what's the most metal thing we could say right now? Death will be your acquittance, man. Fuck yeah, write that down, Kerry. Write that shit down, Kerry. While he's rubbing his head. Write it down, it's so metal. I look back at Slayer now like a big fucking joke. I don't know why. I think the only person I could really take serious was Jeff, and he's dead. Tom, maybe too. I mean, he was actually, no, Tom's a class act. He's one of those guys, he didn't take any of it seriously. It was a job to him, you know. He's actually a devout Catholic, you know, all that crap. But I just can't look back at Slayer serious. It was definitely just for fun, you know. And Kerry King, goddamn Kerry King, what can I say about him? Yeah, dude, hey, Mr. Toon, we were just playing some Slayer. Back it up, man, back it up. Back that dump truck up. We were playing, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, I'm sorry. Let me know if you can still hear that. Say Blue 42, if you can hear that. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, that sounded more Judas Priest than anything. Yeah, that's totally a Judas Priest riff. Painkiller! It's only music at the end. Yeah, you know. It's beautiful, though. I hope this doesn't change anyone's perspective of me, but you know, man, I was an angry white boy here in the city of Melrose, Massachusetts. The main streets of Melrose. Be fucking driving around listening to fucking Slayer. Getting all pumped up, or Sacred Reich. Oh my God, Surf Nicaragua. That song would get me going. That song right there would fucking it would get me fucking rock hard. And we'd be cruising around, and we'd fucking pull up on some dude that either beat me up or stole something from me or whatever. And I'd get out with that fucking metal rage. Fucking loved it. I'd be like, let's go look for this fucking... There was this one skate kid that I really fucking hated because of whatever. I mean, it was great. Body count. Oh, yes. Hold on. We're going to figure out body count here. That's the song. Something like that, right? No, that's Metallica. I can't remember it now, man, but that's... Yeah, okay, I'm close enough. What's up, Aldo? That's it. There goes the neighborhood. Dude, that guy went hard, too. I seen them with, I want to say they were with Violence or Voivod. I can't remember. I think it was maybe Violence, because I saw Voivod with Creator long before that at this club that doesn't even fucking exist anymore called The Channel. It was like in their last fucking months of existence. Too many younger people were getting in, and I guess there was an SA behind the place, and the girl was like 15. So the city was just finally like, you know what, you guys don't know how to fucking manage your place. And it was a legendary spot, and that's what sucked about it. But I had a buddy, his name was Ole, God rest his soul. The junk took his ass out. He was dating a girl who worked, or I should say, she went to school at Emerson College, and she had a radio program called Nasty Habits on Sunday night. It was the thrash metal stuff, right? And whenever tickets would come in, She would pretend to give them away on the radio, but she would call Oleg and be like, hey, you guys want any of these? And I was like, dude, I want to go see Creator. Oh my God. Probably the heaviest shit you will ever listen to. I love Creator so much. And, you know, she would just put us on the list. And it would just be like, all right. That's a little Creator. I think that was from Betrayer. Your word isn't worth more than puke in the dust. Betrayer. How could you be so naive to believe all the lies you're so easily told? Good stuff. Sepultura, yeah, man. That shit's fucking, that stuff goes nasty real quick. Love it. Love it. There goes the neighborhood. Heck yeah. I'm glad you liked it, man. I appreciate it. There goes the neighborhood. Yeah, Voivod is a band from my city. Where are they from again? Oh, never mind. Don't dox yourself. Oh, Montreal. I didn't know you were Canadian. Did I know you were Canadian? Huh. Yeah, it's Creators with a K. They spell it metal with the K. One of my favorite albums from there was Fabulous. No, it's not Fabulous Disaster. That's Exodus. Extreme Aggression, I think it was called. Yeah. God, you can't go wrong. We used to take our records, right, and we go song to song and see who was heavier. And Creator always fucking won. Always won. It's one of the very first, or at least one of, you know. When I sing like this, I wouldn't even call it death metal. It's just more like screamo. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It was just so raw. Yep, Creator of Germany. Yep, are Germany. They are Germany. It are go good with pizza. Does anyone know what I was just referencing there? And if you do know who I was talking about there, I'll tell you a story about them, sort of. Or a connection, I should say. But yeah, Creator's a German band. That's why they go so fucking hard. You know, and it's like they do a lot of down picking stuff. They do a lot of the, but it's so smooth. It's like say you put butter on a fucking English muffin, but when you spread the butter, it just fucking smooth the top of it like glass. It's just so hard, but so clean. I mean, even James Hetfield's down picking, as fast as it was, never sounded that clean. I mean, you could do this all day long. But it sounds like different. Theirs does that. It's fucking amazing. I hope you enjoy something from Creator. KMFDM, I used to love them too. Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. You know who I used to listen a lot? Fear Factory. Anyone here used to listen to them? Demanufactured, of course, is like one of my favorites. I mean, that's basically what it was. And a lot of electronic music. Let's see, what else? There was Sacred Reich. They were an Arizona band. Fear Factory are amazing, dude. You want to get fucking pumped up. I remember I tried playing that once while getting down with the chick I was dating. I had fucking demanufactured. I had one of those carousel CD things. Yeah, it was bougie. Fell off the back of a truck. But Zero Signal, are you saying I'm not on anymore, or is that a band? I'm not showing that I'm not out, so. SOD! Yeah, dude. Hold on. I just want to do the fucking march. The Scott Ian march. Fuck yeah, man. Saturday nights with not Ricky Rackman. Who was the dude before him? If you remember, that fucking dude had no business being there. Zero Signal is a song from... Oh, okay. My bad. The venue I saw a collapsed lung at. Nice. Ministry. I do like them. What song did someone play? It was a real popular one from when I was a teenager. I heard my daughter playing in the other room. I was like, oh my God, you like Ministry? She's like, oh yeah, you like them too? I'm like, yeah, they're cool. Oh man, that's cool. What part of Florida is that? Is that like central, top, or down on the ball sack? I don't know Florida very well. I go there for Disney. I go there for Disney, and that's about it. I've done that 3 times, I think. And I had to save up a lot to do it. I think SOD was an Anthrax spinoff. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It was Scott Ian and Anthrax, one of Anthrax's original bass players. I can't remember. I think his name was something Spitz or something. But he went off to do Nuclear Assault. And just some other punk guy that he knew. And I think the what is the drummer's name of Anthrax? God damn, I can't think of it. Joey? Is it Joey? No, Charlie. Charlie Bonadato, whatever the fuck his Italian name is. He was a drummer for it too, I believe. So it was like, a couple of guys getting together having fun. Balzac down south, and I only call it that because it's just dangling there, dude. It's just like it really is the nutsack of America. And I don't even mean culturally; I just mean anatomically. I get no beef with Florida. The wildlife don't scare me. I'm the type of fuck that would make friends with every alligator that came through my neighborhood. Charlie, yeah. Okay, I was right. It's Charlie. I just need to remember the I'm the Man song. Because they say their names in it 100 times. Ooh, it sounds kind of nice. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, dude, DRI. Now, I was more on the thrash side of DRI than I was the punk side. Thrash Zone is like that perfect balance. And it's almost very juvenile, very comic booky. I was listening to it again about 2 weeks ago or so. And I'm listening to this going, wow, I remember loving this shit. And it makes sense for the time in which I was loving it. It's still fun to listen to, but again, I don't think it was ever taken serious. I mean, In the Pit alone, you could just tell they were just having fun with it. None of the recording quality in that album is any good, but it's a fun album, and it's awesome. It's exactly what it needs to be for what it is. So good. So fucking good. Hear the drummer get wicked! Hear the drummer get wicked! And then Anthrax went on tour with Public Enemy with Bring the Noise. Fuck yeah. I can play that one. Hold on. While someone in the background is going. Ah, bass! A Creep Gamer. Oh, you're still trying to come up with names. Oh my God, Alan, I love you to death, man. You're a good dude. You could be a serial killer. You could have a fucking stack of bodies in your house, making a fucking, you remember that thing in Close Encounters he was trying to make, the mountain? forget the name of the mountain. You get a stack of bodies like that. It's just things like that to just make me, you know. You dig any grunge? I do love Alice in Chains. I don't know if I would call them grunge, but if you're asking, like, I fucking hate Pearl Jam. I fucking absolutely despise Pearl Jam. Nirvana, I don't like. I like some of their songs, and I love the Unplugged album. But no, typically not. STP I like, even though they're like fucking Timu, Pearl Jam. I don't know. You gotta remember, I was a thrash guy. And we were starting to get stadiums and shit. When I say we, the bands I liked. And it was finally starting to not get made fun of, dude. And then all of a sudden... And then there were no more posers to get into fist fights with. You know, the guys in the fucking Motley Crue and Poison and all that shit. All the fun in metal went away. And everyone was fucking dreary and drab. And I mean, a lot of amazing music came out of it. Looking back on it now. But no, I'm not really a grunge kind of guy. Soundgarden, yes. Yes. And you're going to notice something. And nobody who's into these bands, please, please, please get too offended. But you look at a band like Soundgarden, and then you look at Nirvana, and there's clearly rawness and talent. Rawness, really good stuff, off the cuff, talent. And you see, I kind of lean towards the bands that were still doing something musical with it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying what Nirvana did wasn't music, but it was noise, like some of the metal I would listen to. There's some metal that was musical, like Testament. Testament is a musical thrash band. What was that one band? Chalice of Blood, waits to fill lust. They came in like the further wave of it. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. The first album, Forbidden Evil. Forbidden. The band Forbidden. Thrash band, but wicked musical, you know? So, I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it. Alice in Chains, though. You know, I mean, what guy my age doesn't start feeling the feels when you hear, we... I can't sing. Chase misprinted lines. No, I never got into the Butthole Surfers, though. I think they're wicked fun. They're wicked fun. Soundgarden came from a Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath DNA. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they still kind of rode that alternative wave, but they were very musical and expressive and experimental. And God, that singer. Oh, my God. I don't like saying his name only because, you know, he's gone. I don't know. I know it's weird. People who go out that way, I get weird talking about them. But yeah, oh man, a lot of great music. Celtic Frost. I never got into them, but I dig them. Oh fuck yeah, they're definitely a pioneer. I don't know if I like their thrash stuff or I like their Iron Maiden copy stuff. But yeah, no, Celtic Frost is a Biohazard. I like some of their stuff. Like some of their earlier stuff was really good. Alice in Chains are still making albums. Really? Who do they have singing? They better not be using AI or something stupid like that to bring... No, they're not. I don't know. I don't know if I'd even go see that, though. There are just some songs I can't listen to other people sing, you know? Tales from the Hard Side. What was that from? I probably was just talking about it, huh? Tales from the Hard Side. Oh! Oh, who was that tune? And by the way, it's nice hearing from you, man. Every time I do the whole shout out to the members, lately I've been saying we haven't really heard much from them. Not even so much here. I just meant in general. It's good to see you. Biohazard, yeah, duh. That CD was awesome. It was like a neon. It looked radioactive, and the CD itself was like orange. No, the case was orange. I think the disc was a lime green. Oh, I'm looking that up now. That was a great album. Biohazard, man. Biohazard. CDs. God, what was the name of that one? Let me just go to images. Here we go. Here we go. State of the World Address. That's what it was. 1994. Oh my God, I loved that album. You can't really see it because of my lighting. But it was like a transparent orange and shit. The album is State of the World Address. Yep. He got it. I got you first. You fuck with any rap music, Creep? I do. I did. I mean, of course I like a lot of the white boy stuff. The Run DMC, Beastie Boys. I love Cypress Hill, especially Black Sunday. I wore out 3 cassettes of Black Sunday in my car. I love that fucking album. The Gravediggers, before everyone split off and started Wu-Tang and all that stuff. I love the Gravediggers, man. The Gravediggers is fucking awesome. There was a few others. I got into. I actually did some recording for a group down in Rhode Island years ago when I was a younger man. They were a Disney act, like under contract of Disney, but like one of those ones that go out and do it outside of Disney. And they were like this like wholesome rap band. And they wanted a guitar player, and because I was living in Rhode Island at the time, that's where my son's mother lived. I don't know where she lives these days. I know she's not in Rhode Island anymore, but they had me come in and play all these different. They would say, play something in the key of this that kind of has whatever, right? And I'd play it, and then they'd say stuff like, make it whimsical, do this, do that, and I just said, look here, hit the thing, and I played something. I said, give me $50. You could do whatever the fuck you want with it. And the guy's like, what? I'm like, I'm not sitting here all day having you literally custom tailor my shit. Either ask me to play something specific, write something. Oh my God, it was so fucking annoying. I hate Rhode Island. I fucking hate Rhode Island. I hated it when I lived there, and I hate it now. No, I'm just kidding. Rhode Island's fine. Came out in 94. I got out of high school in 1994. That album was one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a great album, man. It's a really great album. Black Sunday. I popped 3 original Hill tapes. Black Sunday, yep. Check out Skull and Bones by Hill. Of course. I smoked my first bowl a week before Black Sunday came out. It was all over. Dude, what a perfect time, My first cassette was Run DMC Raising Hell. That was like, I had that cassette. Know what my very first cassette actually was, though? You guys are going to laugh. It was, I'm almost ashamed to say it. It was Aha. Hunting High and Low. It's the one that had Take Off. It actually has some pretty decent shit on it. I remember there was a song that had seagulls in it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. And I had in 3rd grade a Japanese pen pal through a teacher. We had a teacher that had a friend teaching English to Japanese students abroad. And she had her students as an assignment put together a stocking for our Christmas. And one of the things in there was a cassette that had a bunch of their music on it. I wish I still had that. I can only imagine it probably what we would call pop music here. I just sent that along. I just said, here, this is a good band. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Run DMC, Raising Hell. I remember specifically being so dramatic. I'd have my boombox. I would literally step onto the porch like I was in an 80s movie, put the cassette in, close it, hit the thing, put on my sunglasses, and walk like a cool kid down the steps. Nobody in my neighborhood gave a shit. No one saw me. But I'm all like, yeah, I'm in a fucking movie, kid. Run DMC. I worked at a Rhode Island-style restaurant. What the fuck is a Rhode Island-style restaurant? Was it just a seafood joint? Or did it have bad food? What could be considered Rhode Island besides wieners? And I don't mean that derogatorily or sexually either. One of the staples of Rhode Island, if you go out drinking, is finding a late-night joint that has wieners. And you usually get them $3 for $1 back in the day. But they were like these little hot dogs that were really crispy when you bit into them. I think they just kept a natural skin. And they put mustard, a meat sauce of some sort. It was just literally like the most pureed hamburger ever with some flavoring. It looked like prison meat, actually. Prison hamburger. Celery, salt, and onions. And you could put mustard on it if you wanted, and a cup of coffee milk. And they used to call them gaggers, because after about 3 or 4 of them, you just stop being like, you know? I remember the first time I had them, I went to this dog track. I'm not really much of a gambler, but it was just like the only thing to do. So I went to this dog track in Lincoln, Rhode Island. And I'm like, let me get a hot dog. The guy comes out with this fucking thing like that. I'm like, oh, all right, well, let me get like 4 of those. The guy's like, are you sure? You're drinking beer. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. So I'm sitting down, I'm watching the fucking the dogs run. And some guy's like, how the gag is today? I'm like, what the fuck's a gagga? He told me all about it. Yeah, seafood, fried. Okay, yeah. Okay. I didn't know Rhode Island was known for that. I know they're a coastal. Rhode Island is where I've had shock for the first time. I had shock down in Newport, Rhode Island at a wedding. Talk about fucking money. Oh my God. The first cassette I actually wanted was $1 Billion Babies. Alice Cooper is one of my very favorite ever of all time artists. I'm 18 is my favorite song of all time. All time. Actually, I learned that song on this exact model and make a guitar. My childhood version of this guitar. I love that fucking album. I like his earliest stuff too, like Easy Action. If you've never heard Alice Cooper, Easy Action, take everything you've learned about Alice Cooper and just let it happen. Let it action. They have songs in it like Mr. and Miss Demeanor. It's very hippie. It's very psychedelic, you know? Really great album. Easy Action. I got a rocket in my pocket. That's literally the lines. Now, Take On Me is a certified 80s classic. I have an Intellivision homebrew of Sequest. I think they call it Sea Venture. That plays that in the background if you don't shut it up. Yeah. Nah, I can see that. That's cool. What was the place called, man? We had a weekly weenies. Did you guys have actual wieners with the meat sauce and everything? And did you sell coffee milk? 'Cause if you didn't sell coffee milk, then they need to take the Rhode Island moniker off of it. The shakes. The awful. Wait a minute, you didn't work for a place called Newport Creamery, did you? Because if you know what a Friendly's is, it was Rhode Island's Friendly's, honestly. How the hell are we doing, Mr. Shaw? How are you, sir? We're doing all right. We're just talking Rhode Island food, I guess. Bands, metal. Hot dogs and beer is a freaking good combo, if you ask me. Not these ones, man. Some Alice Cooper, School's Out. It's my top 3 albums of all time. That's awesome. I had a copy of Love It to Death with the thumb without the stamp. New hit, I'm 18. I don't know if you know anything about the thumb cover, but there was 2 versions of it. And I had the rarer of the 2, and it opened up and had Alice Cooper's eyes when he used to do just the little spider legs all around. I don't want to... Oh, I look like an alien. Bend over. Bend over. Take me to your reader, And he's like, I don't even have one of these. You want me to sign inside of here? I'm like, yeah, dude, I do. At Spooky World in Berlin, Mass. A long time ago. Nah, Busters. Okay. All that, my boss was official. Oh, okay. Did he have the stupid Rhode Island accent? Will he drink water? Coffee? Do you have a coffee? We say coffee. They go, coffee. We got Friendlies in Orlando. Yeah, no, I know Friendlies was a big part of Massachusetts. It started up here. There were 2 in my town growing up. My very first legit job was at a Friendlies, and I managed one for a number of years, actually, before I got into working in corrections. I miss Friendlies. Friendlies is pretty much gone now around here. There's still some around, obviously, but yep. Yeah, they only went as far west as Ohio, except for when they tried to franchise. I think there might be like 1 or 2 in California or something, like some stupid shit like that. But yeah, I used to love Friendlies, man. I used to love they would have the fisherman jig sandwich. I would get it on wheat. This one's the water. Oh yeah, that's good. Fisherman jig sandwich, but that's cool, man. Very cool. Mr. Shaw says, hey, I live near the border to Rhode Island. Don't think Alice Cooper has a bad album. Yeah, no, he's got some that are You know what I think one of his most underrated albums is? From the Inside. I actually used that album cover in a couple of my fucking video thumbnails. Oh, I slipped off the fretboard. Went to a Chatham Bars in Cape Cod with my ex. Loved it. Right on, man. Right on. Cape is nice. My grandmother had a place there, and when she died, my parents kept it for a few years, but then it just got too much for them, so they just sold it. Man, going to Cape every year was such a great... I mean, my grandmother was still alive then, so we would just park there and then go up the street to the beaches and shit, but she lived down in Hyannis because she wanted to be near the Kennedys. My grandmother loved the Kennedys. Yeah, good Irish woman she was, my grandmother. Talking about Alice Cooper, remember the song he did for... Yeah, Man Behind the Mask, Alice Cooper Constrictor. I saw that tour. That was when I found out about Alice Cooper. My very first concert was the Everly Brothers at the Beverly North Shore Music Theater. And then I got home and I was like, yeah, I saw my first concert. I was a little kid. It was 86, so I would have been 11 years old. And my brother's like, I got extra tickets to go see Alice Cooper. You want to come with me? I bet you'd love it. And I was like, I don't want to see some fucking chick. I thought it was like a folk artist or something. He's like, trust me, you'll like it. So I went and saw him. It was during the Nightmare Returns tour. And do you remember who opened up for him? Do you remember who opened up for him? Yeah, Megadeth, man. No, obviously they weren't playing that song yet. That was my first taste of like thrash. Fucking Megadeth. How crazy is that? Live thrash, anyway. But yeah, Alice Cooper, 1986 Constrictor. Love it, love it, love it. We're not worthy. You know what Alice Cooper's line in that about Milwaukee, I still use to this day, and I swear to God on my mother's soul and all of my kids' health, I was saying, well, actually, it was pronounced Milwaukee by the natives. I don't remember what tribe it was. I said, my kids were looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, it was kind of relevant to what we're talking about, but they're just like, what? We're talking about differences of how to speak in certain words, tomato, but not necessarily that. But I quoted Alice Cooper from fucking Wayne's World. They were just like, what? Oh, Buddy's back. That was back when Kane Roberts played with him. And he played one of my very favorite Kramer guitars. It says Voyager with one pickup, and it had a lightning bolt on it. And my buddy had one of those, and I had this exact guitar. And I kept trying to trade. It was just so fucking metal. It was so metal. He also had a machine gun guitar that he would... It shot more of a flare. You know what? Let me pull up Kane Roberts. Oh my God. Let's watch a couple of videos of Kane Roberts, shall we? Give me a moment here to... I wonder if there's any Kane Roberts fucking compilation. Kane Roberts was Alice Cooper's guitarist in the 80s. The late 80s into the early 90s, you know. Constrictor, Raising Hell, I think it was, with the fist on it. Raise your fist and yell. What was I looking up? Kane. This guy, he was a bodybuilder. Here we go. I will cut the sound off, but... All right, let me tell OBS that you need to look at it. Oh, I'll just have it on in the background. All right, let's go. You know what? It's Halloween time. Let's just do this. Let's just do it this way. There we go. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that so you can see it. We're not fucking formal here. There's Alice. Here he comes. Where's Kane? Oh yeah, you know who the bassist is? That's Kip Winger. I guess he's a black belt in karate. He used to try to start fights with jocks and shit. But there he is. There's my boy. That very guitar right there. Oh yeah, he's got the machine gun guitar right behind it. How fucking rad! I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there so you can... Oh, you can't even see it now. There we go. There we go. Kane Roberts. He was a big dude. Yeah, but what the fuck is his name? Kip Winger was his bass player during that album. Or tour, I should say. I don't know if he actually recorded with them or not, but Creep, you're always talking guitars. But what's your favorite amp? Oh, that's hold on, Feed My Frankenstein. I'm hungry, man, but I don't want pizza. Feed my Frankenstein. That was on the Poison album, wasn't it? My libido. No, that was on the Constrictor album too. Raise Your Fist and Yell. That's the name of that one album. Great album. Wicked under. It has modern, when I say modern, I mean like late 80s Alice Cooper, hair metal Alice Cooper, mixed with Welcome to My Nightmare Alice Cooper. It's a really great balanced album. Rust in Peace is one of the best metal albums ever. Dude, we were driving this stolen Saab once. Listen, it was in the fucking deck, and it had just come out. The album had just come. We were driving this Saab we borrowed from one of the richer people from town. And they just happened to have that. No, my buddy Oleg. He had it. And he popped it in. And I was just so blown away. I said, take me to Strawberries Records right fucking now in this borrowed Saab. Rust in Peace, man. Love it. I fucking love that album. One of my favorite riffs from Dave Mustaine. I can't play anymore, I guess. Love that fucking song. Let's see if I can still play Holy Wars. Hi. Does that mean everybody's home now?
No, Alex is out. They're getting
Oh, I want ice cream. But, okay, guys, you know what? As much fun as we're fucking having, I gotta call it now. Because everyone's home.
Sorry.
And no, you guys are fine. I've been on here for a while. But we are having, like, a really great discussion and shit. How was the game?
Good, I took a really bad fall.
Oh. All right, let me close up here and we'll talk all about your fall.
Okay.
Looks like you get shit on your face.
Yeah.
Is that like Melrose and... Oh, no?
But
Oh.
I just started bawling.
Oh, poor kid. All right, let me sign out here. And
I'll be in my room.
can you turn the light? Yeah, thank you. I'm just kidding. Let me get to the chat. So, guys, I'm gonna call it there. I'm sorry to abruptly end it. We were having such a great chat, but we'll continue. Yeah, I know. I get distracted with you guys here, and it's fine. I want to hang out with you. God damn. I'm just kidding. I don't like drinking. I don't know. I got Rest in Peace for Christmas. I guess it was 98. Was it 98? I don't remember what year it was. I do remember remember when the CDs had the long boxes, almost like the original PlayStation boxes? I peeled I used to like to keep the cover art on those. They were great. I had that on the inside. I had one of those narrow lockers at high school. No, it wouldn't have been 98 then. I don't know. I can't remember. 1990 sounds about right because that's when I started high school. So that's cool. Ice Cream O'Clock. Yeah. Dr. Y25. I don't know who you actually are because they're giving me like the @ names. If it's someone like earlier, I was only able to figure out Phantom Fiction by his avatar. His name had nothing to do with this. So if you're somebody I know very well, I apologize. But a good night to you as well. I don't know why it's chosen to do that. I noticed that on every other stream lately. So, Mr. Shaw, Slanty. That's what we say, Slanty. Sorry, I'm tired tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. It's good time spent with them, absolutely. Typo. It was 1990. Yeah, that's fine. I'm new, Ben Larkin. Oh, okay, rock and roll. Well, thanks for popping in. I'm sorry I'm cutting out so soon if you haven't been like here. But either way, guys, thanks for a rad chat. This has been awesome. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care, keep it real. And bye-bye. I might chop out that angry rant I did about the television and put not the Amico part, but people complaining about the cartridge slot on the fucking the Intellivision jog, whatever it's called.